Well, happy Monday, everybody. My name's Ian Utilli. I'm here with my new friend, Colburn Bell, and he is the co-founder and director of the Museum of Crypto Art, which we'll call the MOCA, so I don't say it wrong. And
Well, happy Monday, everybody.
Oh, you know what?
My name's Ian Utilli.
That's the beautiful thing about
I'm here
technology.
with my new friend, Cole.
Sometimes I forget to mute the live stream, so you got to hear my twice. And everybody, we are doing this transparently, vulnerably, authentically.
It's live.
So there we go. Not everything is going to be perfect because I want to get folks like you, Colburn, some awareness, right? So could you just introduce yourself and tell me a bit about your background and what brought you to MOCA?
Yeah, absolutely. Colburn Bell, born and raised Southern California, went to school in New York. Spent a lot of time out there just like jumping around between different financial gigs, social impact gigs. Long time blockchain investor, because when I found, specifically Ethereum, I'm like, this is the financial architecture that we need to be able to change the world in the image that we want to see it. MOCA was really just an extension of that belief in this new economic system, that there needs to be artwork, artists, digital creations that spread this lore and begin to put these visual images into the beauty of the community and really fight this, this mainstream narrative that is negative.
And tell me a bit about the community, because, a big part of any sort of museum, whether physical or digital, is the community that makes it what it is. So talk to me a bit about the community that you and your friends and team have cultivated and the community that you hope to develop over time.
Certainly. I mean, I think where we are strongest is just in our relationships with these artists, really just came in and began to tell stories, to bring NFTs into the metaverse, to build the environments in the container, to give people the mental model of a museum, that like the history here is important, the artwork is important, it has use case. And it's not going anywhere, and we're going to sit back and we're really going to develop the history and tell the stories and dig into the process of what these artists are doing and believing.
That's great. How about what's been built and what do you envision being built over time in terms of platform, things of that nature?
Yeah, I mean, it's really a monstrous project that just grows and grows and grows. There's the home for the museum, there's 7 solo artist shows, there's an incubator district. We have the MOCA token, which will allow for curation of these exhibition spaces and the storytelling that people want to hear. So really trying to build this groundswell community approach to a museum instead of the traditional top-down approach of like, a curator. And then focusing on curation tools. How do people use the artwork that they've collected to express their identity? How do we have a historical narrative that isn't ephemeral as Twitter makes it, but is more cemented and grounded and built by everybody who really cares about the story and the history?
Yeah, I love that. So if I say NFT 2024, what comes to mind, right? I mean, obviously you'll have some thoughts about what you and your team hope to accomplish at MOCA in the next couple of years. And you have some thoughts about like, where could things go in the next couple of years in general? So give me a little bit of insight in terms of how you project the future a couple of years out.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing this incredible like convergence of technology, right? AR, VR, machine learning, AI, and I think all of this is going to come together to just I don't want to say singularity, but we're living this transhuman narrative, right? And how does the human interact with the machine, and where does the human emotion, the human creativity interact with cold hard logic? So how do we marry, like left brain and right brain, get coders and artists working together to, breathe life into this like technological transformation that we're undergoing?
Yeah, so good. Well, I'm asking for your final word. Before you give me that, let me just let people know that are tuned in why we honor you and why we've asked you to come and speak at our very exciting event happening November 1st to the 4th. Your topic that you're speaking on is what is crypto art? And maybe more importantly, why does it matter? The description of your talk is who are the original content creators in the NFT marketplaces? What did they believe? How do they communicate a visual language for the global cryptocurrency revolution? And finally, Crypto art is leading adoption, and it's time to pay attention to this new art movement. So, my friend, final word from you.
Just like so much love. Could not be more excited to like meet for the first time so many of the wonderful, like passionate creators, builders, influencers that are in the space. I think this event is going to be absolutely amazing. I really like look forward to just meeting everybody. Thank you for organizing. And long live crypto art.
That's right. Well, we're all happy to be part of it. And for those that are watching live or see the archive, thanks for your attention.